So, hi everyone. If you're here all the time, you know the deal. And welcome if you're new. My name is Claire, not Crystal. This channel is about pairing you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine masculine, your inner divine feminine. And yes, everything I do is channeling, clearing, and healing energy, meaning that everything I do is, yeah, basically I don't need the cards. That's so, yeah. So I'm tired after I done a long stint yesterday. So, that's my intro today. But you'll get the gist. You'll get the gist if you like the vibe around here. It's like anywhere. If you like it, you'll just feel compelled to stay to see what's going on. So we'll just get straight in it. So I've made up basically for October. So first of all, happy October, because I'm filming this for the 1st of October. I'm going to do some karma clearing, karmic balance, karmic justice kind of vibes. So I might use some of the same cards throughout October, mix it up depending on what comes out, because a fun idea that I had, well, it's not well, it is an idea, but I've done it before, but I was like, oh, I totally want to do that again. So I've got these cards that I've got different spreads in it. So I'm basically going to shuffle every day and then go with what comes out. And then it makes it less boring when I'm filming them all, back to back on some days, for you to watch. So obviously for this first week of October, they're probably going to be kind of real time. I'm only filming this one today for the 1st of October. I just had a burst of energy, so I'm going to get one of the unlisteds done that's due, and I'm going to do this. So let's get on with this. So I'm shuffling the cards. This actually, I separated the ones I want to use, and this is actually the ones that I didn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, these are still great too, so I'm going to trust that this is the group. This is, I don't know, the one that needs to come out for the 1st of October for whoever this is going to make sense to will come out. So there's a mixed bag. You'll just see when I pull it. But yeah, first of all, if you're brand new, it's important to know that it doesn't matter what time year it is, like two of my main guides, alongside Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Goddess Isis, and Osiris, right, are basically Saint Germain and Lady Portia, right, and they're all sets of twin flames, and these are energies that are very close around me. I also work very closely with Archangel Michael, and I could go on and on, right? There's loads of energy I feel close to, and I mention it because some of you will feel very close to these energies too, so you might be like, oh yeah, like, I'm going to like it around here. But the gist is, with it being Libra season, then that's about everything to do with karmic justice, karma, balance, masculine, feminine energy, which we've all got within us. But with me being a twin flame healer shaman, that's what I'm always focused on, empowering within you and within your connection, whatever's going on, whether you've not seen this person for ages or not as well, because you're always balancing that energy out. So let's just crack on with this and see what comes up. So, and I might actually get those cards with Saint Germain, Lady Portia in it, now that I've said that, if I remember. So what have we got? What's the issue? Oh yes, so that's what I started saying. Remember, these are going to be going out every day, so it's not yours every day. I have to stress that. If those of you with Scorpio placements, it really might feel it. I get it. When you really resonate with someone, it can feel a bit like that, and it's actually why. I'm going to be honest with where I'm at with balance and energy. It's been for a long time that I stopped watching people's pre-recorded videos quite a long time ago, especially if they're long. So I get it if you don't watch mine, no offense taken. There's only very select people that I will tune in on their live if my guides make me catch them. Just now, the sun preparing to go into my 12th house, I'm taking time off of here working, but I'm also going to not be watching folk in that too, I just need a complete break. And that's how I'm going to balance my energy. But because it goes really quickly. It feels like it's like, oh yeah, 3 weeks off is ages. It's actually no, it goes really quickly. So right, so let's crack on with this. What's the card? So, oh my god, it's a big one. Fucking hell. That's hilarious though, because when I was like, is this the pile that I picked to use, or is this the pile that were the ones that didn't make the cut? And I'm so sure when I just looked through them, these are the ones that didn't make the cut. I was, oh, why did I not? They're all good though. I was like, why did I not keep that in? And it's because, I don't know, it just felt like too many, but I might just put the whole deck together anyway. But this one made me laugh because it is very Libra, because it's about a choice. And you know what I mean? Like, Libra, anything is about, oh God, what do I do? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? But look, there's quite a lot of things here. So I might be filming the one person's unlisted that I was going to do tomorrow with the other ones, because that's all I'm going. I'm looking after my wee doggy pal, but basically I have to say I'm going to get them done, and then, you know, early on in the day so that I can just chill with her the rest of the day. I changed it, it's forcing me to make sure, right, okay, let's just roll with this. I might not do all these different choices, because, I mean, what is the need? What my intuition is telling me about the choice. I changed it, it's forcing me to make a choice. How funny is this that now I'm procrastinating that? That's too many. That's too many choices. I don't know why. Look, there's literally 6 options. I'm not... Sorry, I'm making a judgment call. I have to shuffle again. Confidence. How the change I'm facing can help me grow in confidence. What keeps me from seeing this change as an opportunity? Yeah, that's better, because it's only got 4 questions. It's just... That's too many. I'd be here all day. Look at that. Right, okay, so where are we going with this? So we've got the spread I'm going to use. So I was going to get the theme. So wait, I'm going to pause this. Right, there's no mistakes around here, right? So I've just paused it. If you're wondering how it's like I can pause it, I just went through and I have found the pile that I picked out for it. So just out of interest, I'm going to shuffle and see if I like it better than that one, because I'm probably going to, because I picked them out. I found a tiny amount of the Halloween tarot. Might use that too, but I really want to spend today trying to find them, because it might take me off one day. Let's see, what have we got? But this is all part of it. You see how that first card had so many choices? Like, that's overwhelming. When you've got like 6 different choices. Like, who needs that? That's just crazy. That reminds me like the 7 of Cups or something. You're so confused. So maybe this is going to be bad. Maybe someone's got a lot of options. Maybe like you're really popular or something. You've got a whole load of people going after you, whether you're a woman or a man, or, you know, and it's... it doesn't need to be in love. It could be, I don't know, there's something though. You're surrounded by, there's too much. It's because that was overwhelming to look at it. And then, let's see, what have we got? Right, career. So what I want out of my career, what's blocking me, a negative career, right? I'll do both, right? We'll do both. But this is, I can see why. These are the pile that I chose. So I'll mix and match, I'll go the float. So I was trying to find that deck I was just talking about with the... I'm going to use this animal deck instead, because that actually promotes and encourages you to join my Meet Your Warrior Guide Power Animal Workshop on the 6th of October on the film. It was just before it's the day before the filming in Aries next week. So I was going to use these at some point, but clearly I'm meant to use them right now. So what have we got for the theme, the issue? So this is the issue that you're dealing with. So that's what I started saying. Please use your discernment. Oh yeah, that's why I went into that chat. It's not yours every day. So just really sort of make sure you're checking in with yourself, being balanced. Does it seem realistic that this is you? Even if it does, let go, especially if it's to do with love. Like, live your life. You don't know, you find out when it happens, kind of thing. Especially because I read so far in the future, it's crazy. I've done some of these readings were like 3 years ago, and they're only manifesting now for some people. So, you know what I mean? Like, everything is timeless. Time's an illusion. That's the way that I pick up the energy. That's the way that everyone picks up the energy, right? So, it's just, if you hit the nail on the head and it's literally the energy of the day. I mean, it's not that never happens, because in the shorts, it is sometimes like really in line with what other people experience, and even myself. But yeah, it just depends what kind of timeline you're on. So anyway, let's see. There'll definitely be these ones. So what's the theme? Love is all around, Nightingale spirit. Now, it kind of wanted to come out reverse there, and I turned it around. So it could be that, you know, you're this is divine feminine energy. You're feeling the love, right? Or it might be the opposite and you're not feeling the love. So I feel I'm going to go with, it's like your divine feminine energy in that unconditional love. You're singing your song, you're sharing your energy, you're attracting in, you're like a bird attracting in their mate kind of thing, whether you're a man or a woman. And divine masculine energy with a theme. This is the masculine feminine energy within you, remember. That's interesting, because I was being pulled to Egyptian cards. Scarab beetle, magic works through you. So if you're this masculine, you're awakening to your own inner majesty, your own inner magic, your intuition's awakening, your consciousness expanding. That I kept saying that kept coming up in people's card last night. And remember, whatever I pick up on the live chat when I'm tuning into people individually, it's amazing how many people resonate live that are talking. But trust me, people that are watching will be like, oh my God, that feels like it's my messages. Like, spirit has your back, eagle spirit. You're rising above some type of drama, right? So this is about, right, and look, notice I switched up my daisy candle for a certain darkness is needed to see the stars. So I feel they're probably getting me to swap in between, that and the daisy, depending on the energy. So it feels like, Divine Feminine's, you're holding the unconditional love and the connection here. And it's empowering this masculine to find some kind of balance or to move through some kind of karma challenge that they're working on. Because again, this is sitting here from yesterday, but they pull me that again, warrior, courage taking on challenges. So that's going to come up a lot because, like I said, the full moon area is about the warrior. And also, actually, I'm filming this on Tuesday, and that's, Mars ruled, and it's about action, war, aggression, Aries sort of energy. So, right, the subconscious. So that's the theme. So we're sticking, right. So I'm just, remember, this is my, it's not a test run, it's real, but it's like, it's however long it's going to be. Some of them might be shorter than others, but we'll just go with it. So sticking with these questions, how the change I'm facing can help me grow in confidence. So how the change you're facing can help you grow in confidence. I'm just going to not overthink this and see where my hands go. I kind of want to read them from the book, but I'll just go with it. Right, I went to these. So, how the change I'm facing can help me grow in confidence. That's what I've done. Right, I've just had to start this again because I've confused myself. So, welcome if you're new. My name's Claire, not Crystal. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, meaning I use a lot of cards, mainly in really pretty much anything I'm doing, live, shorts, videos, but I don't need them. They just back up what the guides, God, same through me, power animals, spirit animals, loved ones in spirit, light beings, all that kind of jazz, right? So, and you'll soon work out if you resonate, kind of thing. And welcome if you're new. Welcome to the Soul Family. Yeah, so just remember, I've just been filming 10 minutes and I've just decided to stop it. I never do that, by the way. So somebody might be stopping and starting again and overthinking it. And because it's kind of annoying. I might actually, it's a bit, I'm not going to keep the other one in, but I never do that. It's important for you to know that. I never do that. But the reason I done it was because I was confusing myself. I've wrote my own questions for the theme I'm going to do for October. And then I've also had another idea, and it's just, it's actually, I might do it, like, fuck it. The people that are meant to watch it, I'll watch it. I might just add this on it. I've just completely, this is actually what I've just channeled in the reading. And then I just decided to stop it because I'm confusing the hell out of myself because I've pulled question cards and I've also got my own questions. And I'm like, this is too many questions. Like, I've completely overwhelmed myself. So I'm actually just going to go with the themes of these cards, which is about career and confidence, and then I'm going to stick with my card. So, oh my God. So if you've actually stuck it out for 11 minutes into this, when I join all these up, then thank you. But I'm just this messenger, right? I'm just putting this out. So, and because of that, I'm just actually realizing I brought the sage through, and they're teaching you, see, because this is about balance. And it is because I done a 7.5 hour live last night, which is why I'm only going to do this one and I'm not filming the ladies unlisted. I've made that decision right now because I want to come to that fully rested. And again, I want to give you my best too, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, we've only got so much time, and because this is random and it's Saying, you know, it's serendipitously going to find whoever it's meant to find. But this, my energy, oh, wait a minute. Clearing the energy. There we go, that's better already. This randomness is, trust me, this is all channeling. Everybody knows this, it's here all the time. That's going to make sense to somebody. You've overwhelmed yourself with too many options, because that's what I done there. So let's stick with the theme being that divine feminine energy. In your divine feminine energy, you are, love is all around you, and it's helping, you know, magic work through you. It's kind of it kind of is actually reminding me of like, although they just pulled me to Mary Magdalene when I said that, I was actually going to say Goddess Isis and Osiris. So I really do feel it's like all my main guides that are coming in with this message. So you might connect with some of them or all of them or whatever, but there's an Egyptian vibe coming through too. If I can be arsed, I might go through and get those cards, but right now we'll just stick with this. So that's the issue, right? The power of this love is helping you do whatever magic is to you in the world, right? Like, share your gifts, or, you know, inspire others with what you're doing. It feels like that actually I'm talking with someone, or like, you know, with how you're moving through a challenge, or how you moved through a challenge in the past, something like that. So let's just get something for the subconscious now, because that just keeps it simple. That's kind of usually and I'm not going to go with the questions. I'm just scanning it, see if any of the change. If the questions are like really sticking out as, nah, they're not. They're, you know, I'll just go with the themes at the top of the card. Okay, so we've made the decision, but you see, you're seeing the procrastination of the Libra energy, the Libra sun right now coming in. Right. What's in the subconscious? And the feminine energy, the person that's going to resonate with this. What is in the subconscious? The dream time, the feminine, right? Look, oh my God. See, I've got to put it out now. Look how much I was saying about unconditional love, unconditional love. So, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, you know, I'm feeling very much that sisterhood of the rose, priestess of the rose. I did post the roses that I saw on the beach last night that I mentioned on the live, because I forgot to post them before it. So, you know, I scheduled them for today. And it does kind of look quite arty the way I've, you know, to the picture. But anyway, it was like, I see, honestly, it's a ridiculous amount of times I see red roses about. It's nuts. But yeah, love is all right. You're a divine feminine and unconditional love, right? And also Mary, Mother Mary is really around you. Very mother in energy, basically, is what I'm getting with this. Now, what's sticking out to me is I'm filming this on Capricorn moon, which is the opposite sign of Cancer, right? Which is the mother. So, you know, Capricorn, Saturn kind of energy is that kind of strict head teacher, you know, it can be father energy as well. But this did come out in reverse there, didn't it? So it's like, you know, you might just be needing to, you use this unconditional love, but you need to kind of give back to yourself a little bit to balance the scales. Now, you see, hopefully that's not going to be my day on the day that you're watching it, but that's what I need to do today. I need to do today. I need to give that love back to myself. So it's like, you know, they're giving me the energy to film this, and I need to get back to, you know, not using my voice and having a rest, because that was a long live, which, you know, if you're wondering how it's humanly possible for me to do that, I'm in a shamanic trance when I'm doing that, and I'm always in a very high state of consciousness that, yeah, I've never met anybody else who's able to really do that. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird one, but some of you will be able to do the same thing. But again, I'm not trying to. I'm like I keep saying, I'm not trying to like break my goal. But I think I nearly did last night. I'm pretty sure it was. I think 7 hours was the most of it. So because I've got to watch it and go over 12 hours, I don't think I'm ever going to do that. But if you go over 12 hours, the hours don't count. But discipline. So notice that came out in verse 2, and that's very Saturn Capricorn energy. So 33 is welcome to Jesus moment. So both of these are in reverse. So look, oh, I'm loving this. This is so in line with the Capricorn moon right now. So and again, I'm just trying to think, wait a minute, if this is going out on Wednesday, I think we might still be in the last of the Capricorn moon, going into Aquarius moon at some point, but don't quote me on that. I'll put in the comments. I think it's still Capricorn moon. But anyway, it really doesn't matter. It's energy that's coming through, because you could actually find this whenever. You might not catch up till later, but it's still going to resonate with who this is for. So remember, if it doesn't resonate, it's not yours, but there'll be something in it. And even if you're just listening, and my intention is always to clear the energy. and like provide calm and all that. And my voice, if you resonate, it calms people down and stuff, or it fires you up depending on what you're needing. So find feminine in your feminine energy, whether you're male or female. You need to mother yourself right now, okay? Full stop. You could be getting all the signs, dreams are telling you that, you know, you're just everything to do with rest, feminine energy is telling you slow down, right? Discipline. Because discipline's in reverse, you might be going against it with your masculine energy, and it's like, you know, you need more self-discipline because that's in reverse. That's what I'm getting. So there's something very strongly here about if you don't, we're going to turn them around now. If you don't give yourself that unconditional love, you're going to burn out. That's what I'm getting from that. And again, yes, I am hearing that loud and clear as I'm channeling this. So, which is why, like I said, I was going to be getting dressed and filming loads of videos and that, and I'm absolutely not doing that. I'm staying in my jammies and I'm staying in my bed and I'm watching, you know, I wanted to watch Ops. It's so weird. My fucking Prime keeps not working. Now I just shuffled them and then put them down again, but look what I landed on. Restriction, but joy guide. So again, you need to do something like, for me, that is like watching, just now it's watching The Office, and you know, just because Capricorn means very serious and heavy as well, it helps to watch something really funny just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. But it really depends. I'm either into like, you know, funny stuff or romance, or usually that's what I alternate between, you know what I mean? But definitely if the energy feels really serious, I need to escape into something like that. It's my Sag moon. But yeah, there's someone's kind of stuck in their head about something. So you could be really stuck in your head about something. And remember, the themes were confidence and career. So, you know, whatever you're getting out of this. And then I can see it's about, you know, have the confidence to know that the world doesn't stop because you take a day off, or even like what I'm going to be doing, like a few weeks off. If anything, you'll be rewarded. You'll get karmic rewards for taking that time off, and trust that your other soul brothers and soul sisters will carry the light and the flame while you're taking some time off. You know what I mean? So what have we got for the conscious mind? So I feel like I want to go to this deck here. And actually, I've got specific cards I ordered ages ago. Because I was planning in advance. Right, fuck's sake, this thing's... There we go. They're arriving in a few days, so they go really well with this, what I'm doing, the themes. So geeking out, quite excited for them. So what have we got? So this is in the conscious mind, right? So what are you going to do about recognising that you need to mother yourself? Now this could be a wee bit deeper for some people. This could be you've been pouring out your love to everyone else, and you know, and maybe you know there's some deep inner child wounds going on there too, because I can feel that with it, you know, with it. Something, you know, it's you'll have heard me say if you've been around a while that basically, unfortunately, I attract a lot of people that they didn't have a good experience with their mum or their dad, or sadly in some cases both. But and it's because I hold that high frequency of the Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene mix of energy kind of thing. And again, this is these have been my main guides that have worked with me, you know, for the past 10 years. Like I've always described that mix of energies from doing Facebooks way back, like, you know, when I started, like, you know, again, I always say 10 years ago, but the live stream part, that didn't really kick in until 9 years ago. It's whenever it came out, I jumped on live streams basically. But yeah, basically I attract people that have wounded inner child, you know. And again, I have went from healing my wounded inner child to being empowered inner child. And that's why I help people with inner child healing, soul retrieval, all that. Oh my God, look, that's so crazy. When I was saying that about Mother Mary, I looked down at that, Mother Mary. Fucking hell. I don't know where the rest of them are, but shit, that was a bit... honestly, see, when I'm tired, sometimes the messages are even better, because I'm like, just putting myself out of the way. I'm always putting myself out of the way, but that's kind of nuts. Right, conscious mind. How can you mother yourself a wee bit more? Whoever's resonating, do what you love. But you can you see where the challenge comes in? Because I'm a perfect example of that. If you're new, get used to it, by the way. I'm a bit unusual with that. I do talk about my own experience a lot. And my clients, keeping anonymous, unless people chip in the live chat, you know, the same kind of thing. Because it just keeps it, you know, it just keeps me right. So that And it's because I'm an Aries, it's because my Venus is an Aries, but it just works, right? So again, if you're wondering about it, and it's because, you know, when I talk about astrology, it's easy to talk about my own chart because I remember it, unless, you know, sometimes they show me clairvoyantly other people's charts and that. But I'm a good example of this because I am a hard worker, to the point where in an email, one of you guys actually said, you're a workaholic. You know what I mean? It was one of the male soul brothers. And, you know, I'm not disputing that, right? I recognise it in myself. And I've said before, I often kind of like, oh my God, I know that if I'm like that, it means that keeps my divine masculine energy like that. And it's, but you know what I mean? It's because I do love what I do. I love it. But also, it's like what I said before. If I'm not channeling energy, I can actually get really unwell. Like, I need to channel the energy out. So it's helping other people, but it actually helps me too. And you'll notice that, like, we'll see how long I last with taking some time off. I'll need to write stuff down, or I'll need to film some stuff and put out later, something like that. But yeah, you know, give yourself unconditional love by doing what you love, but try to make it not something to do with your work. That is strongly coming through for whoever this is coming through for. Now, unless you are getting this, you know, because you're being led to, because that was about career, just let me take a look at what's blocking me: a negative career experience in my past, a positive, blah, blah, blah. Unless it's about, you know, have the discipline, the self-discipline to, you know, pour love into yourself to do what you love and kind of get out something you don't love doing, you know. So you might be really good at something, but maybe you don't enjoy it. Maybe it brings in the money, but it doesn't bring in the joy, you know. So I could see how that could fit work. So conscious and the masculine. Whoa! But you see what I mean? They're showing you how much I fucking love this. I see that about myself. I'm such a geek when it comes to this. Wait till I get the charms. If you weren't watching last night, you'll see how much I love that. But like, yeah, nurture yourself first. Pour it into do what you love, but nurture yourself first. So, and for a lot of people, they're just saying it's exactly what's going on for me today. Like, I'm balancing it out by getting this done so that I've got less to do tomorrow, right? But working smarter, not harder, because it means that, you know, I've got all day tomorrow, right? I just need to do very short unlisted readings, and I've got all day tomorrow to chill out with a wee dog, right? That's what's keeping me going. But I've got today. I've got today. After this, I've got today, right? So it's balance. And also, it's important to know, I basically put a post out saying I'm not doing live sessions because I know my limits. There's no way, like, I just wouldn't be present enough for that, right? So, but you can see, you know, I'm present enough to this because the message is coming out and it's really all sort of linked together, because it's always going to, they're just talking through me. But do what you love, but make it something that's not doing something for other people, right? Pour that unconditional love back into yourself, especially if you're experiencing mother wounds or something like that. But you need, basically, even if you're not experiencing mother wounds, you need to mother yourself. You need to give yourself love. You've not got energy for other people on the day you're watching this. This is the 1st of October that I'm putting it out. You could find it whenever, right? Use the self-discipline. Also, with that 33, you could be having a come to Jesus moment. I'm actually strongly feeling somebody could be having a very strong experience of Jesus. That's quite a big statement, but look, these are actually, there's only one card in here that's got a Jesus. These are Archangel Raphael healing cards, but they were just sitting there. So call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask you for healing help with this. Describe your situation. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. So basically what that's about is the balance that you can remember. My questions that I made up there, they're all about karmic clearing, karmic balance. To bring about the balance here, you need to give back to yourself. So again, I forgot I started that because, you know, well, I'm not going to say that nobody got involved. Possibly people did. And I've not, you know, they're not in the filter. Nobody did. Nobody did. Unless you didn't use the emoji. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe there was one person that did. But basically, if you comment on the video and it doesn't appear, give me a few days and I'll check. I need to go on the laptop to see what's there, kind of thing. I don't know why it's not working on the phone. It must be a bug or something. It's really annoying. But basically, if you want me to pray for you, I pray for everybody on the channel, not just the membership. I pray for everyone connected anyway. But if you're feeling a wee bit rougher, if you really resonate with this, or for whatever reason, just put the heart with the wee plaster over it, you know, the healing emoji. If you just write healing, it actually comes up. Well, on my phone it does. And I'll know that just means you want me to keep you want me to keep you in my prayers for some kind of reason, right? You might need more sleep as well. You might have been really working hard, right? Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know that you're guiding, healing, protecting me while I rest. So Jesus didn't come out, but these are the Archangel healing messages, but they were right there. They weren't made to pull them. So get some more sleep. And again, it's so crazy how that is just so fucking spot on for me, because I've just had so much broken sleep. I think I'd hazard a guess. I think I've maybe had like 2.5 hours sleep, like all broken up, because I couldn't get to sleep till like way early in the morning. I mean, I only got off at 4 and I didn't get to sleep till like after 8, I think. And then I woke up like maybe, I don't know, something stupid like 9:30, and I was like, no way. And then that's all just, yeah. So do you know what I mean? But I can't get back to sleep. I'm just going to have to stay up, and I'll fall asleep early tonight. Right, so my next question is, what would balance the scales? But before it actually, right, I'm going to use the Halloween tarot. What have we got here for... Now, I'm going to use these cards as if, like, this could... I'll leave it kind of open. This could be any sort of karmic energies, anyone around you that could be, like... It's either people or it's a karmic pattern. Like in this, it could be like overworking or not recognising when you need to slow down and stop and, have time off, like what I've done today. Like, right, I had a plan, I need to change the plan because that was a long lie, you can't burn the candle at both ends, right? The star. So yeah, healing. See, that's really fertile. Wow. I really need to find it. I'm going to find the rest of these. So, and we need to thank Lexi, because she requested, she was like, oh yeah, you'll do the Halloween tarot, and I was like, I've already filmed all the shorts up until I come back and I didn't use them, but I was gonna, promise, I was actually going to use them in this, but I'm just giving her a wee shout out because she likes these cards, so she's a lover of Halloween. I know quite a lot of people are. I'm not, but I'm getting involved. But so hope and healing, basically, self-explanatory. Give that healing to yourself, right? So that's a karmic lesson. Like, can you give that love and healing to yourself, right? What have we got on the masculine side? Yes. Oh, right. So wait a minute. Let me just tune in a little bit there. Yes, that's the way I'm taking it in. So, because I pulled it out reverse, right? So, and also I need to stop and think, because these are called different things. It's like, I'm always like, oh my God, what is that? But look, it's the Knight of Swords, right? So that's coming rushing in, things happening fast, blah, blah, blah. But it was in reverse. Slow down. With your masculine side, make decisions, taking action, putting up boundaries. There's a need to slow down. There's a consistent energy here. So it's like, there's no big juicy... Some of these cards have got ones that I can see darker stuff in it, right? Even though it is like kind of fun, there's still things I can see. Because like, even there, I could get that from the cat, like, and then also that's like a big sort of ghostly ghoul. Wait a minute, actually, that might mean it be a griffin or something. That's kind of sticking out to me. That could be a powered animal for someone. But as I've said before, the cats in all my decks are not good things. So, but again, if it might be for you, the cat might be your power animal. So whatever it means to you, yeah. So look, we've got the 5 of Wands here, and it was in reverse. So putting battles and like competition and any of that kind of bullshit behind you, right? So there's not. I feel that's in line with. I always say this, but it's because it's true. This is I'm channeling this for Capricorn Moon, right? Capricorn Moon, Capricorn anything. I particularly find Capricorn Sun fucking ruthless. It's people that are like, want to be the best of the best. Yeah, basically just want to be the best of the best, right? That would be the real shadow of Capricorn. But also, it's something to be admired too. Not that bit of what I said, but I mean, like, you've got a goal. Capricorn's business, and it's about making dough, it's about making money. It reminds me of things that, like, someone from my past used to say, like, if they're wanting you help them, they need to cough up the dough. Kind of very blunt, but it's quite straight to the point, and that is a very Capricorn Moon thing to say. If you've got heavy Capricorn placements, you probably are, money orientated, or you could, not always, because like I said, I've got Capricorn in my chart, and I'm really not about that. I'm good at teaching people business, and I'm definitely good at teaching people boundaries. And so, it's more the boundaries Capricorn stuff I bring in, but I am good at helping people money wise and all that. but you'll see it's not quite the same with me, like, because my Neptune in Capricorn and where it is in my chart, it is really about tuning in, like, you know, and being a messenger of God, you know. So yeah, thank God for some of my services I receive money. For a lot of my work you'll see for free that I put every day. It is not about that. If you donate, so grateful, sending that abundance back your way, tenfold and more, 1,000-fold. But it's and by the way, you know, particularly when people buy my services, I've heard that the whole time, that they feel like a wash of energy moving over them, like it was like my big packages. It's like it's the best decision they ever made. And again, people do give glowing reviews, which I'm proud of. You know what I mean? Because I work hard to be the best I can be at what I do. So the best that I can be for myself. You know, I'm only in competition with who I was yesterday. So I think that's there's not a lot. If there's anything, just watch out for some kind of jealousy around you, because that, like I said, on Mother Day, that's what the cats mean. But you see how much bigger that is. Like, it's kind of like what I said about the lion and the, you know, and it could be that thing coming in again as well. You could be seeing yourself as a cat, you know, actually like a lion, a big panther kind of energy, or a big cat family of some kind, you know, like a jaguar sitting here. For other people, it's like, this is actually you rising above whatever it is trying to annoy you. So that's the shadowy, projecty stuff coming in again there. But yeah, just slow down. So again, if you are getting pulled into like feeling you need to compete or anything, just don't put behind you. That's the lesson, you know, because you can see how in business, some people are like, I can't take a day off. I need to be the best of what I do. Like, fuck that. Not if, not when it's worth your health. Right, so, because that was coming up with a lot of mother healing, the next question is, what would balance the scales? I don't know how this is going to answer it, but I'll trust. So what would balance the scales in the feminine energy? Now, if something comes out about wounded feminine or mother healing, pretty wow, but we'll just leave it open. It could be a father healing thing too, because I mentioned that too. It's going to be something ancestral. Oh, what did I just say, guys? And again, if you look at if you click in the link for the workshop on Monday, it's specifically, you know, I don't always get a lot of info because I channel in the moment, right? Like, that's just basically how I operate. But what I do know is it's the Aries full moon. It's going to be about teaching people boundaries, because the Aries, you know, the Aries in my energy is very strong, but also my first house has got my Mars and my Saturn. So that's how I teach people kick-ass boundaries, you know what I mean? Badass boundaries is usually what I say. But yeah, create healthy boundaries. Again, it's creating healthy boundaries with how much you give. So the 28th could have been significant. So I don't usually go back the way. Normally, the 28th of October can be important. Absolutely. So Scorpio season. But they guide me to say to go backwards, because we're only on the 30th that I'm filming this. So and you're watching on the 1st for when I put out, or you know, whenever you watch it. But the 28th of September could have been significant there too. That's just coming in. So what have we got? What would balance the scales? But you see how it did answer the question as well. Create, like, you know what I mean? What would balance the scales of karma here? Create healthy boundaries. Like, stop creating a karmic lesson if you've been doing that, where you give out when you've not got anything to give. You know, because the thing is, that's the point of how they're getting me to I now get it, because I was like, oh, what? Like, I don't know if I'm going to have energy to do this, right? So I've started doing it, and you see how I've got excited to do it, because they're using it while I'm in the energy. Whereas tomorrow, I just want to do those unlisteds, and I want to make that it. So that, because I really didn't want to do anything, but it's like, I want to get them done. Do you know what I mean? And it might be that I only get 2 of them done, and I need to do the other one the next day or something, or 1 of them done. I'll just tune in. But create healthy boundaries around your work. That is massively coming true. And you need to have confidence in that, because remember the 2 cards, right? And I'm only going by the top words. I'm not using all the questions. Career and confidence. Have confidence that the world's not going to fall apart. Your business isn't going to fall apart. I feel I'm talking to entrepreneurs as well. You need time off. Right, okay. So, and it might be more holistically, like, this might not just be a day off. This might be, you need to take time out before you burn out. Because I'm always talking about that, because that's what I used to do. Like, throughout the whole 10 years I've been working with public, oh my God, I was doing all of this. I was just giving far too much out, and then I had nothing for myself. And by the way, I know some of you might think that's still the case now. It's not. Because notice what I'm saying. Today was going to be a day filming. I was going to be of service for sessions, and I'm not now. You know what I mean? So, apart from this. So, what have we got? Masculine. Whoa, yeah. I knew it was going to come out somewhere. Now, powerful, We're on the first day of the 10th month. There's a 10, so I think that is definitely about the 1010 portal as well. Watch out for that. Powerful energies. And transform your wounded feminine. That is, if you are in a pattern, whether you're the masculine or the feminine, oh my God, that must be somebody's birthday or something. That's fucking so creepy when I do that, because it's not me. The same speaking through me. Also, look, the 27th and the 28th Scorpio season could be significant of October. Go beyond survival mode. Some days need to hear this. You're out of balance and you're out of whack because you're overdoing it, and you might have had specifically a female energy in your life that showed you that was the way to do it, or whatever it was. It doesn't. I can think of examples where it's not that your mum was a really hard worker. It could be that like there's shadow traits that are not good to adopt in your mum or a female figure or something, you know, that are nothing to do with hard work. I'm being shown so many scenarios, clients and stuff where that would make sense. But for some people, it could literally be your mum's a really hard worker and doesn't know when to stop. Sorry, mum. My mum doesn't watch this, but like I was saying that last night. My mum's a Capricorn rising, and I'm so glad she's retired now. But she you know what I mean. Capricorn rises, you've got to, I admire it in one way, but when my mum's doing too much, I remind her to slow down. But like I said last night, she's good at helping me, like, you know, when I'm being too sloth mode. But we balance each other out, you know what I mean? Go beyond survival mode, yeah. So, you know, strong energy coming through here. So I'm just going to quickly, but that's so weird that I'd said, you know, that's because that's going to be meaningful. So look out for the 28th of, and the surrounding days being significant. So go beyond survival mode. I just opened the page at that. So it's easy to get stuck in survival mode mentality, having just enough. Yet if you transform your thinking and beliefs around what's possible, you're likely to make a huge shift. And what you experience and attract in your life. If you come from a family where people have struggled to put food on the table, then your foundation has been built on scarcity. So you see, that makes sense too, you know. If that is resonating for you, that's why you might feel like you can't take a day off, because it's like nobody in the family done that. But that can be a family karmic pattern that you need to break, you know, like, because if you burn out, you won't be able to work at all, and then think of what that will do, you know what I mean? You need to balance the scales. Lack attracts lack. Constantly struggling, experience a stage of fear is no longer tolerable, so stop making excuses and start taking massive steps forward. Right, harsh but coming true. Right, so let's read. Create healthy boundaries. Keeping in mind, the question was what would balance the scales. So don't buy into manipulation. Oh my God, that is so crazy with it. Honestly, with some of the things they were saying to me clairaudiently about things I've helped with people in the past, basically in my personal life and my professional life over all the years, that makes so much perfect sense. There's manipulation around this. This is not everyone. This feels like there is manipulation around a female family member, whoever that might be for someone. Be aware of manipulation from people who are close to you. It is okay for you to say no to family requests that don't align with you. Again, maybe that's it as well with some people. Somebody could be asking too much of you and you've not got any energy, but you feel like you have to do it because it's family. You don't. Create healthy boundaries. Make sure that when people tell you that you have time, that you have to do this or you have to attend a particular family event, it doesn't have to sway you over it. I mean, it could even be things around this time of year, there's parties or whatever and you don't want to go. If there are toxic or uncomfortable things occurring in your extended family and you've tried your best to work things out without much success, the time has come for you to stand your ground. You have to start taking care of yourself as opposed to running around and doing everything for others with little to no appreciation. I'm going to need to go and get a tarot deck to see if the Ten of Wands comes out, because I always call that the Ten of Burdens. Somebody's doing too much for people here. While family is important, being around those who take you for granted or take advantage can bring anxiety. It can bring you anxiety and it's not healthy. Create healthy boundaries with family members and take a step back if the relationship's unbalanced. The people in your immediate family are karmically connected to you, but if they're not willing to provide respect, then look for support to your soul family. Again, I did say this before. Like, this woman is like, we're so similar, because this is like, that's like everything I would say. So absolutely clapping that up. Totally. Like, if your family aren't supportive or, you know, sadly, like that saying, toxic or whatever, you know, you need to go to support a soul family, which is what we are here. That's why I say soul fam all the time. I even put it in the secondary email because my emails are always full. But so if you've emailed and I haven't emailed you back, please use the second one. But Although they're full, I don't, that's, and the whole time I've done this, there's not very often I've missed an email, and it always ends up making sense why, when that's happened. So, like, transfer, like, for instance, right, the only times I can think of when once I missed an email, but the email that someone was sending me, it did turn out to be somebody that actually was this, like, wounded feminine, and they were like, actually, that's quite interesting. They were like, a secret hater, you know what I mean? They were a hidden enemy. So it's kind of like, you know, it was kind of like a 12th house kind of hidden enemy. So but I didn't find it for months later, and that was my guides protecting me. So you see, it was kind of magical. Like it, and then there was another time, it was one of you guys that still tunes in, and it was actually, it was part of the message. And it was, you know, about something to do with emails or something. And, you know, it's not like I've never missed other emails other time, but it's kind of funny. It's like it always kind of works out, and it's, because people say, you know, so like you said, it's, just like when I was like, can somebody tell me, are you commenting? And I'm not, and then, you know, it was because the comments were stuck. So anyway, I'm burping, clearing the energy, but I just looked at 33 minutes and the phone's upside down. So that was an effort to get me to see that, because the thing's kind of in the way. Come to Jesus moment. So transform your wounded feminine. Whether you're a man or a woman, you've had a wounded feminine archetype. So this is confusingly, oh my God, I'm really hiccuping there. That shows you when I hiccup and burp like that, like quite strongly, it's oh my God, because it was Juno last to Scorpio, I'm filming this too, you could have had like a really bad example in love. I feel like there's some of you listening that you've seen really like off-putting toxic examples of romantic relationships, whoever that is around you. It doesn't need to be your immediate family. It can be like, I don't know, it can be like cousins and aunties and uncles and or family that feel like friends. You've saw something that's like, no way, like wounded feminine. Like somebody could be, this could be like some of the guys out there that your pals are like married to women that are really controlling, or you could, let's face it, some of you could be the man that's married to somebody. Sorry, I laugh, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like shit, you know, awkward, but it could be the case, you know. But men can also have wounded feminine energy too, and men with wounded feminine energy, right, are men that have been told, stop crying, you big baby, or, you know, kind of, you know, I'm not going to repeat anymore because they're saying them in my head. I don't want to say them out, but, you know, it's stuff that's really not helpful. It's toxic, right? It's healthy to cry, whether you're a man or a woman. We've all got that energy within us. So harsh, right? And I just saw the word harshly when I looked at this book. So let's read it. In the masculine energy, you're overworking because that's what was modelled to you. And like, I just want to stress, say, like, I can feel like maybe some people are like, no, my mum didn't work and she, you know, just got everything done, you know, whatever. It's kind of like, might not be like mine. Like my mum really is more like masculine energy, kind of very hard working right up until she's retired. And like I said, she's still really hard working and all that. But it's kind of like, it could be that it's more the manipulation thing coming in here. So we'll just see. And remember, it could be like a man with that kind of energy too. So, you have both feminine and masculine aspects within you, yet when a feminine sensitive part experiences rejection, violation, injustice, equality, and blame while growing up, she or he, I'm going to put in he too, it just says she though, can shut down your capacity to tune into what is healthy for you. She can become confused about what she can and can't express. Look at that as well, pages 28 and 29. 28th, the 27th, 28th, and 29th of October, Scorpio season, very important dates for some reason, because we've also got 28, 10 on the cards. Before I even said it, I said that. So, before I saw it. So to whom and create weak boundaries for which others can treat harshly. Notice the what would balance the scales, create healthy boundaries, right? Tune in your feminine energy, protect your feminine, protect your own inner feminine. And this is also talking about, you know, it's on the flip side, if you're not, you're in that energy. So it's like, you know, work on your boundaries, join the workshop or book a session. That's what I help you with. It's time to leave, or this could be the past too. You could work through this. It could be past, present, future. It's time to leave any abusive situations where you feel put down and compromised, right? So for some people, this is going to be you're in a relationship with an abusive female specific, or you've got an abusive female around you in another way, a friend, a family member. It can even be clients in some ways, you know, because look at what I just went. I don't like going into that stuff because that was ages ago. But I have had this over the years every now and again where, you know, yeah, and again, and I'm always led to people that have similar experiences. It's unfortunate, but it's diving into what I said again last night. With my Black Moon Lilith and Pisces, I get a lot of people that are jealous of the way that my psychic gifts, full stop, but also the way that I nurture and mother people, because it's in the 4th house. So again, if you want to know about your Black Lilith, then I can dive into that with you. But it's where people are jealousy, basically. It's also where you empower others. Like, I empower others with that mothering energy, and shining and all that, you know what I mean? But it's when I'm doing that, it triggers people. So it's not going to stop me, and it shouldn't stop you, whatever you shine at. So it's time to leave any abusive situations where you feel put down and compromised. Although you may be harbouring fear and insecurity about the future, you're being urged to be bold and take a giant leap forward. You will be rewarded beyond anything you can imagine. You have an opportunity to transform the wounded feminine within you into an intuitive, empowered goddess or god. I'm adding that on because I'm talking to men as well here. This part of you will know her worth, trust her intuition, value her heart, and command respect and admiration, her or him. But also, this is on the masculine side. So, fucking hell, this actually feels very important, doesn't it? And also, look, remember that? Oh, God, look what I was saying about... oh, my God. I knew that was going to come out. I should have said it. I knew Warrior Guides was going to come out because of what I've called the workshop. But look, somebody's stuck in their head because you've got all this competitive energy, but we already saw with the Halloween tarot, that's maybe behind you. So if that's behind you, you've learned the karmic lessons. If you're still in this competition, this tug of war, if you're attracting people, don't get pulled into it. Whatever it's about, work, love, any area of life, don't get pulled into it, right? Your warrior guides are trying to pull you away from bullshit like that. It's a karmic pattern. You don't need to engage in it. Right, okay, so what is the last? Okay, interesting, these cards. I was going to use, and remember that as well, rise above the drama, eagle spirit of your back. I integrated eagle spirit many years ago, helping people do this. The eagle and Nile medicine spring to mind. Use the discernment and the wisdom to fly above the drama. What's the action? So funny, but I did notice it came out in reverse again. This is my sign that somebody needs to book a session. Now, people will back me up. I don't say that all the time, but this is one of my cards about that. With the obvious being, I am a shamanic healer, but I'm aware that some of you could be on the shamanic path too. You could be a shamanic healer, or you don't need to be a shamanic healer. You just might be very interested in the shamanic path. Like, not everyone is called to the shamanic path, by the way. But you kind of are by even wanting to hang around here, you know what I mean? But whatever that means to people. So the 17th of October is significant too. I already know that is for several people, including myself. That is a really significant... That's actually my grandma's birthday, but it was also my challenging uni situation. Not getting into all that right now, but cleansing and attunement. Also, wow, you know who you are. Someone coming through in the card there. Hilarious. So, yeah. Full stop, you need to see a shamanic healer. Whether it is me or somebody else, make sure you go to a shamanic healer that knows their shit, that's going to be able to help you. That is the action that you need to take. Right? For your own feminine nurturing energy, whether you're a man or a woman, you need to receive. That's it. You need to be... Because remember, they started off, you've got all this unconditional love. You're using all this love. This could even be you need it. By the way, for me, I need a massage. But I've said before, I'm not getting too deep into this. I'm not letting just anyone massage me because it's not what you might think. It's not. I've not got that thing about, like, obviously I don't just want anyone touching me, but it's more specific than that. It's when I did get a massage once, I soaked up the poison apple. You know what I'm saying? And I had to cleanse my energy of that. So I love a massage, but if anybody watching this does happen to know, I know I can't even finish that sentence because it just feels rude with what I'm saying. But I think I'm going to I know another person that will know somebody that could do that. So, right, let's see. I'm going to make that my mission to find that. So, in the masculine action, teacher. Look at that, shamanic healer, teacher. That is literally what I am. Shamanic. Also, 17th of August could be a significant date, someone's birthday or a significant memory. I'm a shamanic healer and teacher, right? It's really weird too. Like, I don't often hashtag my stuff shamanic teacher, but it's on my, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've put it in the info, but like that is, but it was kind of funny. I did last night, so even that's really significant. That it's like, I feel this is actually about somebody that I've said to recently that, like, I could see from our match in astrology that I am a teacher for some of you about whatever it is, because I'm a Sag moon. So I'm always, Sag Moon's about learning and teaching, and so that's really what's coming there. It's about, even because I teach as I go along. I'm not like a polished 5 things about this, 5 things about that. That's not my cup of tea, right? I just teach as I go along. So if you can kind of, catch the way that I do it, then if not, I'm not for you. But oh wow, this is so nuts. That's how it started off. Remember the whole bullshit at the start? It's going to confuse people. It's going to confuse me, but it was all part of it. You were very confused. You still could be. Hopefully, you're not by the end of this, because it's giving you the answers if this was yours. Look, did I go that way, past, unknown? And that's fascinating me. That's why I've got to join the first bit of the video that I stopped to start again, because it did have 1, 2, 3. Fucking hell, it did have 6 options. It had 6. Look, it's still sitting there. It had 6. Look, what is the need? It had 6 different options. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'll be here all day. Many choices, uncertainty, but you're releasing the difficulty coming up from the depths. You're coming up from a dark night of soul, a come to Jesus moment. You've got the answers that you need. 13th of June now, I'm seeing as well. And then what is this all about? Right, I'm absolutely geeking out. Look, that's what this is all about. Justice, harmony. That is what I'm doing these ones every day of October to balance the scales. Justice, harmony, solutions. Right. Boom, drop the mic, except I'm not finished, because I'll get the thumbnail after, because I just remembered about the charms. So to tie this all up, so let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you like the charms, because we all know that I'm loving it. We'll just give this a wee shake about because I like the noise. It's unintentional ASMR. That's quite a lot, but we'll go with it. So I'm just going to do what I done last night. I'm not going to look at my hand. I'm just going to pick it up and see what quickly comes to me. What have we got here? Unicorn. You're a unicorn. You see your twin flame as a unicorn. Don't put them on a pedestal. Balance the scales. You're equal, kind of thing. Whatever you get from it. Someone plays a musical instrument, specifically a clarinet or a trumpet, whatever that is. Oh, that's a wee shout out to Charlotte. Look, something has been going very slow. This, again, I think this is about masculine energy. It could be, slowly working through their karma to before they come to you, and that's exactly what to do with your man or woman. There's the octopus again. It's what I said last time in the live. It's an interesting shape, that, but like, what I'm saying, let's put it that way. Oh my god! Anyway, I put it. It's looking. Let's just do that. It looks like a rocket that way. But look, they're all facing that way. So look, your unicorn is sounding look, this is a clarion call. They're taking their time. Actually, let's put it the right way. Think of it that way. Not confused, pointing that direction to their, because that's a little fairy on the moon. To somebody that feels like the moon is feminine energy, somebody that feels, yeah, that's why I would say that. Somebody, this masculine feels like you feel like a unicorn to them, like a fairy on the moon that they can't get to. But they're going to try, and there's the witchcraft, look, the spider. Spider's ancestors, but it's also black magic to me, because it can be a spider web. In this case, it's both. Your ancestors are guiding you to your twin flame. But, and again, remember, the whole of this thing wasn't actually really about love so much, but it's coming in with this, because they're mixing in the bits and bobs of what I'm meant to help people with. So, this, whatever, if it resonates, it does. But this is some kind of witchcraft was causing an illusion here to slow things down. We've got the seahorse, whatever that's going to mean to different people. It could be a power animal or something. We've got a moon again, so feminine energy is very strong, and again, that's a really pretty wee moon. Remember, this is really about, you need to heal your own feminine energy, especially if you resonate with like some not good role models around that. Yeah, use your own discernment. So it's about kind of like, look, you still love people and be like, I'm not going to do as they done. I'm not going to repeat this karmic cycle, or in some cases worse, a curse. There's a lot of sexual energy around here with the twins that are being guided to one another. The wheel of date and fate, and well, I did say date though. There could be a date coming, an important date. I'm late for an important date. Oh my god, that's what I always say with that wee rabbit, and that's right beside it. What are the chances of that? Well, with all those charms, and I channeled that a few times last night. But it's like the wheel of fate is turning, and this witchcraft, we'll just chuck that away, is being cleared. But the frog is also that to me too. Look, this is giving Halloween vibes. Spider, poisonous toad, frog. There's another little fairy on the moon. But also 2 exact things. It's like identical. Twin flames. You hold the key. That's so, oh my god, I love it. This is again, this is really do, like, we need more comments. We need more stand comments. So if you like this too, then let me know. And just because I almost forgot. You see what I mean? I love doing this and I almost forgot to do it. Twin flames. You hold the key to this person's heart. They hold the key to your heart. Twin flames. That is Juno, 29 degrees, Scorpio. Now it's a boom drop the mic moment. Please like, comment, subscribe, join the soul family if you're guided. And I'm going to get the thumbnail. See you later.